Hello, Jamie Asher here. Hope y'all can see me okay. I figured I'd go ahead and start a video here. I'm just chilling out. This is my storage area. Anyway, just to let you know, I'm a transgender twin flame. Usually I burn a little herb at the end of the day. It's been a long day. I did burn some herb today with some other people. I've been celebrating the Galactic New Year. Quite a few wonderful energies coming in for me. A lot of good things, a lot of synchronicities. I've been going through it for a while. I'm kind of a forerunner on some of these energies. As some of you will understand, I'm a light worker. Anyway, I usually start channeling. I've been walking with Gompopo today. He wrote the Jewel Ornament for Liberation, and my guide and him have showed me certain chapters in there corresponding to angel numbers I've been getting. I get a whole lot of angel number codes. I do post some of those on Facebook. I've been getting 5 5 5 5 5 5 7 7 114 177 212 808. A lot. 5 5 5 5 5 and 5 repeating 6 times. Anyway, you get the picture. I'm hoping the camera's not going to fall over. I don't have any kind of stand or anything, and I've just thrown it up there. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and light this to this. I don't know. I'll probably just do some talking and see where it goes. I do get a lot of, as I relax, because that's mainly why I smoke. It just relaxes me a whole lot, and it seems to open me up, and become more sensitive. And when I do, a lot of times I'll just be talking to myself, and then my God will be talking, and then Jesus will say something, and white buffalo calf mother. I ask all of those to walk with me, all of those ascended masters to walk with me. And Master Gompopo, I've asked to walk with me today. So I will assume that Buddha and Gompopo and possibly other bodhisattvas, enlightened beings will be here with us. Fifth dimensional above, give thanks and praise. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, and of the Mother Mary, I love you. I've been speaking with Ashtar forces today. Had a strange synchronicity. I had what I believe a visitation by Michael on more than one occasion in human form. I'm not going to go into the first 2 times, but apparently a guy stuck out his hand to me today and said some things that I knew about and said, "I'm Michael," and then he was talking some crazy stuff, and I'm just wondering if Michael didn't just come in and say hello to me, and show me a certain thing. He was showing me something. It didn't make a lot of sense, but it certainly struck me. Nothing like that's happened before. Or possibly some kind of attack from dark forces that could have come through this person. Needless to say, there's many factions on this earth that are not for this change and shift to the positive. Hello. So, there's a lot of different things going on. I'm not going to say what I did today because it's not really appropriate, but I will say that yesterday I consider was, if not one of was the happiest day of my life. And the realizations I began to get. And then this morning I did something, and it was an action of giving, but it was so freeing. And I must have cried. I cried for all the block riding my bicycle up the street. It was just overwhelming. And it was a freeing of myself from this fear of economic insecurity and the idea that money somehow can benefit me, which it can't. I realized at this point. Angels have showed me this, Archangel Michael. I believe Gompopo because of the Buddhist Dharma. And, you know, I believe all religions are one. All truth is one. All is one. I am one. We are all one. That's what knowing the creative source is. Thus the phrase, I am. Thank you. I love you. I will say this, as a light worker, our jobs are many, but our biggest job, in my opinion, is to shine this light and illuminate the darkness. And when one can be themselves and exercise the freedom of choice that God gave us through the Christ Spirit of unconditional love and the threefold flame of the Trinity, then we achieve that. We achieve that beauty of the flower within the lotus. I am a practicing Mahayana Buddhist. I took teachings from the Dalai Lama on this book. This is one of the ticket stubs from 2007. I've been a practicing Buddhist for about 30 years now. Of course, I wasn't I had a starting point when I didn't know anything about Buddhism. It has profoundly affected my life, and I continue my studies because the Buddhist studies are not just for those unenlightened to become enlightened. It's for us who are awakened to further our spiritual evolution. I will say often I'm talking from my guide because if I miss a word or something, I ask my guide and they fill in the blanks. Especially when I'm tired like this. I'm an articulate person, but believe me, without them, I'm not nearly as articulate as I seem sometimes on these videos. I used to live in a box. I used to live in fear. Being an enlightened soul doesn't mean we're in fairyland. I feel pain just like everyone else. And I experienced a lot of pain in my life. And now I see why, because it made me who I am. But I will say this, there's no need to fear. Master Gompopo, would you say something for us? He said, send blessings from the eternal realm of the spirit. Now that's different. Thank you, Master. He said, there is no time. That it is an illusion. Gompopo. Anything else I should say? Oh, of course. And I would suggest anyone who seeks enlightenment to read this or a similar book called Shanti Davis Guide to the Bodhisattva Way of Life. This is more detailed on meditation, written by a different person, but it does have stories and other things in there. And Shanti Davis Guide to the Bodhisattva Life covers the same topics, a little bit shorter, a little bit straighter to the point, profound wisdom, and shows you everything that this book can show you. Because the Dharma is complete as one. Same if you're a Christian, same if you're Islamic or Muslim, same if you're a Jew, same if you're a Zoroastrian, same if you're a Sufi. It sounded right in my brain, but it didn't come out. A Sufi. Excuse me, a Sufi. I love you guys. I know I have a haphazard way of talking to people, but obviously, if nothing that I say resonates with you, forget it. But to me, these are profound wisdoms, and when I channel, I feel profound love and wisdom flowing through me. And at very least, I know it does help people who I'm in touch with on a day-to-day basis. And they tell me that. That's not my, that's how I affirm myself. I don't just go off, oh, well, I'm doing all this and that, in my own head. This is real. This is the reality above the illusion. If any of you have seen the movie The Matrix, if you have not, I suggest you see it, because not every horrible alien thing is real in there, or it may well be. In fact, probably is, because obviously there are dark forces. Understanding dark and light, I don't see that that's necessary to explain to people. I'll just say this: there is no right or wrong. There is only actions and reactions. God doesn't hate you because you do something that you consider wrong. That's a judgment on yourself. But now this is true. There is such a thing as karma. There's a chapter in here on it. In fact, I've got it marked. So some of you are probably thinking about that. Today is August 9th, 2019. An important day in our ascension process, as are all of them, in fact. I've been shown very much today, and I feel so very privileged. As I said, yesterday was the happiest day of my life, and in the future, or this morning, I did an action that freed me. I had no idea I would feel that way once I did what I did. But that was, then my guide has brought me. My guide, in fact, brought me back to this book because I had not read this. I was a student of Shantideva's Bodhisattva Way of Life, which is considered like the Tibetan gospel, like how we carry a Bible or something, at least in the past, before the Chinese rule. But Gompopo is a very detailed